Good evening, adventurer. Time to rest those weary legs? Why not sit with me a while? I have a tale that might interest you. Come by the fire as old Osric spins his tale. It won't take long, I promise. Amuse an old bard for a few minutes. I hope you are sitting comfortably. Our tale begins in the broken streets of Stormwind after the orcs had invaded the human homeland. The walls of Stormwind gleamed so high, their marble kissed the endless sky, but gold had paved the halls inside. The builders stood, their hands turned red. They'd worked till all their strength had bled, yet not a single coin arrived. The war is won, the land is whole. Now leave, be gone, you've played your role. Your work is done, now take your pride. But hunger claws where hunger stays, and coinless men don't walk away. They sharpen steel and bide their time. So from the dust the lost arose, a band of men the city knows. The masked, the hungry cloaked in red. They took what kings refused to share, left bodies swaying in the air, and whispers crept where silence fed. At first it was the merchant's gold, then lords were slain, their hands ran cold. Yet what is theft to men betrayed? The city bled, the lords stood tall, but justice bows when empires fall, and fire comes where debts are laid. The streets were filled with wrath and flame. The starving cried, the wounded maimed, and stones flew fast through midnight air. The palace doors were locked up tight, yet fate is cruel, and stone takes flight. A single breath, a broken prayer. Tiffin Rin stood upon the square, a voice of peace, a moment rare. Yet silence came as bodies turned. A rock had struck, her fingers curled, her lips went pale, her body swirled, and in the fire her life was burned. The king did not cry, nor curse the skies. He called his men, they drew their knives. The chase had set, the hunt began. From city walls to Westfall's dust, the red masks fell. Their bones were crushed, and still Van Cleef eluded Stormwind's hand. Beneath the mines behind the stone, he built a world to call his own. His cannons groaned, his forges burned. The city falls when I command, a kingdom born from broken hands. Yet fate is cruel, and heroes learned. Steel rang, smoke curled in the dark. His men fell beside him, one by one. Still he stood, still he fought. A king in the dirt, a storm in the tunnels. They cut him down, but he did not curse. He did not beg. He only breathed, once, slow, then whispered, "The Brotherhood shall prevail." Stormwind still stands, its banners fly. Yet walls remember, stones don't lie. His name still lingers in the deep, for debts unpaid will find their way, and those once wronged don't fade away. The wind still hums, the dead don't sleep. Enjoy the tale? Come back another time to hear more.